This statement reveals a strong anxiety to see the district of Mathura, resulting from a strong attachment to Krishna. There is another incidence of this strong attachment to Krishna expressed by Bhima when he began to murmur, "My arms are just like thunderbolts, but despite these arms I could not smash Shishupala while he was blaspheming Krishna. Therefore, of what use are these strong arms?" In this instance, Bhima became angry, and being influenced by such anger, his hopelessness became a cause for a strong attachment to Krishna. This instance can be described as strong attachment for Krishna in anger. When Arjuna witnessed the universal form of Krishna, whose dazzling teeth were practically devouring the very existence of the universe, Arjuna's mouth became dried up. At that time, Arjuna forgot himself and could not understand that he was Arjuna, Krishna's friend, although he was always dependent upon Krishna's mercy. This incident is an example of inferior dependence. Sometimes ghastly activities also support strong ecstatic love for Krishna. This state of mind is called ecstatic fearfulness under illusion. In the 10th canto, 23rd chapter, verse 40 of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, there is the following statement by the Brahmanas who were performing sacrifices. "We have all been born into 3 advantageous conditions. We are in high Brahmana families, we have ceremoniously received the sacred thread, and we are also properly initiated by a spiritual master. But alas, in spite of all these advantages, we are condemned. Even our observance of brahmacharya is condemned." Because they couldn't recognize Krishna when Krishna came before them. The Brahmanas thus began to condemn their own activities. They realized that in spite of being so elevated by birth, education, and culture, they were still under the spell of the illusory energy. They also admitted that even great yogis who are not devotees of the Lord are covered by the influence of material energy. This kind of hopelessness felt by the Brahmanas who were performing ritualistic ceremonies shows practically no attachment for Krishna. There is another hopelessness, however, which shows attachment for Krishna. When the bull demon attacked the damsels of Vraja, they began to cry out, "Dear Krishna, please save us. We are now gone." This is hopelessness with attachment for Krishna. So you see, the Brahmanas, even though they had so many other qualifications, they didn't have the most important one, which is attachment for Krishna. Therefore, even though they realized their mistake, they couldn't rectify it. Even though Krishna was right just nearby. I mean, they could have actually gone in search of Krishna and probably found him. But no, they had to just sit there and lament. "Oh, all our Brahminical qualifications are useless." Bah humbug. Why didn't they go running after Krishna? See? They didn't have much attachment for Krishna. But the gopis, as soon as anything is a cause of fear, they immediately take shelter of Krishna. Even if Krishna isn't present, they'll embrace the tamal trees because they look like Krishna. When the Keshi demon was assassinated by Krishna, Kamsa became hopeless. He said, "Keshi Daitya was as dear to me as my own life, but he has been killed by some cowherd boy who is crude, uneducated, and ignorant in fighting. Even though I have defeated the King of Heaven without difficulty, still I do not know the value of life." Because this hopelessness has a slight touch of attraction for Krishna, it is considered to be a reflection of ecstatic love in hopelessness. This is called prema-bhas. It's prema. It's not exactly prema. It's not pure enough to be prema, but it's a reflection of prema. based on hopelessness. Kamsa once rebuked Akrura by saying, "You are such a fool that you are accepting a cowherd boy to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead simply because he has defeated some harmless water snake." The boy may have lifted one pebble called Govardhana Hill, but what is more surprising than that is your statement that this boy is the personality of Godhead. This is an instance of maliciously opposing element caused by hopelessness in ecstatic love for Krishna. In other words, actually, he was hopeless. And he was just blustering. He became antagonistic to Krishna. He knew very well that Kaliya is a powerful snake. And he knew very well that Govardhana Hill was like a mountain. In those days, it was very high. So if Krishna had lifted that, well, he must be very powerful. One devotee tried to console a Kadamba tree when the tree was lamenting because Krishna had not touched even its shadow. The devotee said, "My dear Kadamba tree, do not be worried. Just after defeating the Kaliya snake in the Yamuna River, Krishna will come and satisfy your desire." That's interesting. This is an instance of inappropriate hopelessness in ecstatic love for Krishna. Why was it inappropriate? Because Krishna satisfies the desires of all his devotees. So if we have a certain desire to serve Krishna in a particular way, then definitely Krishna will satisfy that desire. It's just a question of time. And we have to be faithful enough that we trust Krishna, that he's going to make some arrangement. Because he says that I protect my devotees. That's what that means. That if the Krishna's devotee wants something in relation to Krishna for his service, that Krishna definitely gives it. He just may not give it right away, or exactly when we desire it. He may take his own time and do it in his own way, but that's all right. We have plenty of time. See? The thing is that people are insecure. They become anxious too easily. They don't trust Krishna because they have been cheated so many times before by material beings. But Krishna is not a material being. He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There's no meaning to him being the Supreme Personality of Godhead unless he's fully capable of protecting his devotees. So, why would Krishna wouldn't accept devotees unless he's capable of protecting them? He's not dishonest. He's not irresponsible. His character is so nice that he always provides shelter to anyone who surrenders to him. So, if we have a desire for devotional service, Krishna will certainly provide that service. We shouldn't lament. We should just hold that desire in the core of our heart and take shelter of Krishna's lotus feet and wait patiently for him to respond. As soon as we're qualified, he'll definitely satisfy us. Garuda, the carrier of Vishnu, once said, "Who can be more pure than I?" Oh boy. "Where is there a second bird like me, so able and competent? Krishna may not like me. He may not wish to join my party, but still he has to take advantage of my wings." This is an instance of hopelessness in the neutral mode of ecstatic love. Well, that's interesting. Hopelessness in neutrality. I guess he's feeling separation from Krishna. So he's boasting. But actually behind that is a feeling of hopelessness. See, this science of rasa is a very fine-grained analysis of human psychology, including the feelings behind the expressions. It's very deep.
Why is it neutrality?
Well, because there's no service.
He wants to serve.
He wants to serve, but apparently Krishna is not coming. Well, first of all, Krishna doesn't actually use Garuda.
Oh, yes.
See, Krishna always travels on the surface of the earth. It's Vishnu who uses